reception center. It's located in Lake City, Florida. I mean Lake County, Florida. And that's where they send you before you go to prison, where you get all your tests done. You get all kind of psychological tests done. You get blood work done. They see if you have any kind of diseases and all that. They run you through that whole process. But you may be there for 3 to 6 weeks. But at this place at Lake Butler, it hold at that time probably 1,800 prisoners from all over the state of Florida. Everybody had to go through Lake Butler. You did not go to prison. You couldn't go to prison without going through Lake Butler, put it like that. Ted Bundy had to go through Lake Butler. Everybody goes through there. And at this time, that was our only main reception center. And the white folks that ran Lake Butler, it was families. You know, you had the white heads, you know what I'm saying? You had, you know, they had a little code name, Nigga Charlie, K-Wayne Slim. All these is old legends right now to this day. Anybody will tell you, you youngsters might not know what I'm talking about, but ask your daddies and your grandma about this story. Just go and rewind this tape. And these white folks was up there killing niggas, man. I mean, and when I mean killing niggas, I don't mean one isolated incident. I mean literally stomping niggas' brains out, getting you in places, running in your cells, killing you. You know what I'm saying? It was the racism. You know, they'll run up on you, you know, call you a nigger. They'll spit in your face. These are things that I witnessed. This ain't stuff that I'm just telling you about. They'll spit in your face. They'll give you, you know, the classic, the toothbrush and, you know, tell you to hit the tile on the floor or something. They might have you do that for 2-3 hours, or they'll have you standing in the corner with one leg up. A grown man, butt-ass naked. This in the reception part when you first getting off the bus. Oh, and this what getting off the bus look like when you first get off the bus, y'all. When you first get off the bus at Lake Butler, they're going to take you from the county jail, boom, boom, boom. They're going to ship you way up there to North Florida. You're going to get off that bus. When you get off that bus and you see them white boys, and them white boys in North Florida, I'm going to tell you, it's a little bit different from any type of white boys you see in Florida. They like growing big up there. Like they like Alabama and Georgia big. Like them some big old white boys. Like they ain't in the best shape, but them, you know, they some big old burly ass crackers. I'm gonna just tell you what they is. When you get off that bus, it's a long, like a long bench. The bench, like it gotta be about 100 foot long. They're gonna tell you to turn. They're gonna tell you to line up in front of that bench side by side. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of men just lined up side by side. They're gonna tell you to strip down naked. When they tell you to strip down naked, you're gonna look down, it's gonna be dudes all sides of you, everybody gonna be damn near butt to butt, asshole naked. It's gonna be a smell in there, it's gonna be a stench, it's gonna be a funk, because ain't no telling, some of these dudes' hygiene ain't the best, they, you know, different races and all this type stuff. This is the psychological freak out what they finna do to you. Then they have you turn around. They have you turn around and have you put your head, because that bench, that long bench I'm telling you about, that run all the way down that way and run down that way, it's kind of stuck against the wall. It's about that wide. They're going to tell you to put the top of your head on that bench. Put your hands behind your back and spread your ass cheeks. It's about maybe 10 to 15 guards standing up there. They got their little bad side. They trying to be intimidating. They probably done beat the hell out of somebody 5 minutes before and drag him off the floor. So you're going to put, everybody got their head on this bench at the same time. And he going to go from number 1 man all the way to 100th man. So that means if you the 100th man, the 50th man, the 60th man, or whatever, you got to sit there with your ass cheeks bust wide open while this white man walk by and look in your guts, dog. I'm talking to the young nigga now, yeah. And look in your guts. And you got to hold them. You better hold them, too. You better hold that ass open. Yeah, hold it open. Because if you don't, them crackers going to beat the fuck out you, dog. They was vicious, man. They had a jaw this big, a pickle jaw. You know, Florida was known for gold teeth before, you know what I'm saying, before hip-hop came out. Our grandmas and aunties and all that had that. So that was the thing, you know, you got a gold for Christmas. You know, that was the thing back then. You had one big gold for Christmas. Listen, they had a pickle jar full of them to where they done knocked them out their head. I even heard they had a dog one time, but, you know, they put some of the gold in a pit bull mouth or something like that. But they had a jar full of gold teeth out of all the years of them kicking golds out of dude's mouth, and I guess that was like their little trophy. They had the names, like I said, K-Wayne Slim. Right now, he a legend. And I'm sorry to even say that. That cracker right there is a legend in the Florida penal system. If you say K-Wayne Slim, if you say Nigga Charlie, if you say any of them right there. Nigga Charlie was like He was a black ass nigga with a Jerry curl. He sort of put you in the mind of that nigga that Rocky beat up in the movie Rocky. What his name is? Old black nigga with that thick ass mustache. Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Him.
Yeah.
That's what he sort of put you in the mind of. But he had a Jerry curl and he smoked cigars. They called him Nigga Charlie. He was so much of a Tom, them white folks was around there. He was a sergeant too now. Them white folks was around there calling him Nigga Charlie, and he was answering to that. He one of them type of dudes that if you argue with one of the white officers, you ain't really got to worry about the white officers right then kick your ass. He gonna come out of nowhere and steal you and knock your ass down. That's what kind of nigga he was. You know, we wasn't even threatened. It was so bad, I'm even go deeper with Lake Butler. At Lake Butler, you know, Miami and Tampa didn't get along back then. You know, that was the thing. I'm just keeping it real. You know, I met some good dudes out of Miami. Shout out Dade County. We just didn't get along back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because they was big and we was big and they thought they was tough and we thought we was tough. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville too. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville tough too. I ain't gonna take nothing from the Bangum. The Bangum where they hang them. Duval. You know what I'm saying? I remember when y'all had silvers in y'all mouth, man. I know the history of Florida. I remember Duval and Duval County, Jacksonville, they had silvers in their mouth, man. Everybody in Florida had golds. They had silvers, man. And them niggas, man, them niggas was spanking niggas. I ain't gonna lie, they was spanking niggas down there. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't underestimate Jacksonville, man. Don't underestimate them country boys up there, man. Shout out to Jacksonville, Duval. But yeah, man, them white folks at Lake Butler, it's like we didn't even have time to fight each other. That's why I was going with that. We didn't even have time to fight each other because the crackers was killing us. They was beating you. They was like, it was so bad. This is how that place got shut down. Lake Butler got shut down because they had to send some feds in there that was posing as inmates to see the activity as to what was going on inside of the brutalness and the killings and all this. Sometimes I hear, like I done saw documentaries and they talk about old prisons that actually went through this. When you looking at a dude, I'm not telling just history. I'm telling somebody that was in them cells, that was in it. And I was so young at the time, right? They had me on the cell blocks. I could come out and go to rec and stuff like that, but the cell blocks was like this. You ever seen the old penitentiary movies when you walk inside of a hallway and it's a long hallway? It always looked grayish and darkish. It always looked kind of crazy to me. But it's tiers on both sides, real high. That's how Lake Butler is. That's how the cell blocks is. So you can envision that. That's like, and the prison is over 100 years old, so you can imagine what it looked like inside these small little cells. It was real bad, man. But anyway, I was in the cell blocks, and that's only because I was 15. They felt better about putting me in the cell blocks because now I'm locked inside of a cell with bars at night versus me being in the open bay dorm, because if anything happened to me or I hurt somebody or somebody hurt me or something like that, nah, they're going to be liable. But they say, nah, we're going to put him in the cell blocks, but at the daytime, he can go out and mingle with those guys. So, yeah, man, I think that if a lot of guys would go through the Lake Butler experience right now, especially young ones, it wasn't no tough dudes in Lake Butler. Let's get that straight. No, I'm going to rephrase that. It was some tough dudes in Lake Butler. And the ones that was tough, they got probably killed and maimed. There was no tough guy stories, though, of nobody talking about they won at Lake Butler with them folks, because you didn't win over there. I don't know nobody that won over there talking about they had a riot over there in Lake Butler and the prisoners took over and the police got stabbed. No, they don't have that type of stuff over there.